Hello, my name is Martin Greeves. I'm the director of Shaft Skinz Ltd, and I'm asking for £50,000 of investment for a 10% stake in my business. In my career as a product and packaging designer, I became familiar with a labelling technology. In combining that with my other passion, which is golf, I devised a product called Shaft Skinz. Now, just through the normal usage, taking clubs in and out, wearing against the bag, and just the general abrasions. With steel shafts, ultimately that will result in rust spots, particularly with moisture from the climate. And with graphite shafts, the bag can often wear through that paint finish, get into the graphite, which can, in a very extreme situation, result in a shaft breakage just through normal play. And until fairly recently, golfers didn't really have a choice as to what that club looked like. Shaft Skinz has changed that because it allows golfers to now choose how they want that shaft to look, allows them to reflect their personality and their personal choices, as well as a byproduct giving protection to the shaft and what is essentially a very valuable asset to them. The process, which is patent pending, US patent pending, takes about 3 or 4 minutes to do. So I'll take a club here which has a shaft as it commonly and usually appears. I'm going to take a sleeve which we provide. So we place the sleeve in position. I'm going to stop that there. That's a process that you would obviously carry on until you reach up onto the grip. And in true television style, I have one prepared here from earlier. I'm then taking a very sharp knife. With a very light pressure, we should be able to break all the way through that. I then take the point of the knife and cut off the excess material. As you can see, it lifts right off. And that's the process complete. And it takes typically around 3 to 4 minutes to do that. Any questions?
It's an eye-catching demonstration from Martin for his golf accessories, designed to decorate and protect clubs. Shaft is first to question the entrepreneur.
Hi Martin, I'm Shaft.
Hello, Shaft.
So essentially you're offering a product to pimp up your golf club, is that right?
That's not a bad way of describing it, yes.
Yeah, so tell me about the product. Who do you sell it to at the moment?
Okay, well we do have a number of retailers in the States. We actually make the product in the States. We have 65 retailers there, and we're aiming to increase that number through commission-only reps, and we have just added our 7th rep. Most of these reps have been active really just since the beginning of the year.
Okay, so you've got 65 retailers in the States. Do you have anybody in the UK?
Not at the moment, no.
But what's to stop you from selling in the UK at the moment?
Well, ultimately, the activity then has been more focused over there. We've been at trade shows over there, and
You're not answering my question. What's to stop?
I know, I'm sorry, Shaft, I am sort of going a roundabout way. The main reason more recently was as a result of the currency fluctuation. So it now actually affected our price points, and we had to increase the price point that we sell through to the UK on. So
what's your cost of manufacturing one of these skins, or a pack of skins?
Okay, the pack of 4, packed and sealed to us, about $1.65.
How much do you retail them for?
$15.95. We wholesale those at $8.50, and we also have distributor pricing, which we use internationally, and that's $5.95. So there's quite a relatively attractive margin for all the parties involved.
Martin has chosen to kickstart his business in the States. For a first-time entrepreneur, that's an ambitious undertaking. Julie Meyer wants to know more about the businessman.
I'm interested in your background.
Yeah. I trained as an industrial designer, a degree in that, and worked for a number of different brand consultancies specialising in FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods. Yeah. So we'd be working for blue-chip multinationals.
Yeah. Do you really think you're going to make a lot of money here and retire?
I genuinely believe, yeah, there is the potential to make a lot of money from this.
Walk us through what you're going to do with the funds, use of proceeds.
£30,000 is going to go towards marketing effort. There would be a portion in or around about £7,000 is going to go towards PR to leverage that activity and to make sure that that is getting out there and getting known about.
Martin seems to have made impressive progress and has a clear idea on how he'll use the £50,000 investment. Now Shaft wants to drill down on the numbers that underpin his business.
How much profit, net profit, has your business made to date?
Well, we're running at a loss.
You're running at a loss?
Yeah, but we have a considerable amount of product sat in stock.
Are you having cash flow problems at the moment?
No, not cash flow. I mean, there is There is debt in the business, so I've put £30,000 of my own money into the business, but there's further £127,000 to family loans.
What did you pay yourself?
I don't pay myself anything just yet, but the intention would be to go forward paying myself
Nothing at all?
£30,000.
Absolutely.
I haven't done taking anything.
Not a penny?
No.
So how do you live if you don't have...
Well, my wife works as a financial advisor, so she's been funding my, don't want to say folly, but my passion for the last 3 years.
The online dragons seem taken aback by the company's continuing reliance on loans rather than organic profits.
Martin, you've kind of used the loans. I mean, if you hadn't had those loans, you would have been forced to become profitable much sooner. Yes,
that's probably true. And I guess it's allowed me an element of personal development, if you like. You know, I'm a designer by training. I'm not a businessman by training. I'm just happen to be on an extremely steep learning curve. I've got a global outlook, but with a cottage industry approach. And so I need now, before this thing fizzles and dies out, which it could, but I believe it has the capability to catch fire, but it needs someone on the other side, the business side of this, to really help give it the impetus that I feel it needs right now to make this happen.
That's not me. I struggle with the statement of not a business person. Everybody starts somewhere, Martin, so I just don't think that that's a good thing to say. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're 3 years into it now, so I think that's something you say in year one. You've done a reasonably good pitch here, but it just doesn't grab me, and I don't think that I could care enough to be the best business partner for you. And I think for those reasons, I'm afraid I'm out.
Okay, well, not the words I wanted to hear, but thank you.
It's a huge handicap having just one dragon left to invest, but can the former product designer pull it off?
You've asked us for £50,000 for 10% of the equity.
Yeah.
How did you come to that valuation?
My accountant actually valued it at less than that. I'll not say how much, but it's based on the fact that the numbers I have going forward, those are things that I am fairly confident will happen. What has not even yet been factored into that, I have the biggest retailer in Canada, who has 50 stores, is running a trial in 10 stores. There's nothing in the business plan about that going forward, because I just don't know on what basis to put it in. A distributor in Japan who took a $9,000 order. Again, I have no confidence that that will convert to anything, so that's not in there. Because of the massive shift in the dollar to the pound, we have no activity in the UK.
Do you know, I don't buy this thing with the exchange rate, because your cost on the product is $1.65. Your retail price is $15.95, so if the product goes up, you know, it costs you £2 as opposed to $1.65. There's still a huge margin in there. Lots of other businesses have had to cope with the dollar rate changing. I just don't buy that. My gut feeling is people in the UK are perhaps more conservative. Okay, they don't really want to pimp up their golf clubs. You're standing here, you've told me that the business may fizzle out if you don't get the investment, okay? Yet you're still valuing your business at £500,000. Your accountant has valued it at considerably less.
Well, I'll tell you then what the accountant said, 300,000.
No, I don't value that business anything like 300,000.
Okay.
You haven't taken a salary out of it. The moment you put these overheads in, the business is going to continue to lose money. On that basis, I'm out.
Well, thank you.
Valuing his business at £500,000 was Martin's downfall, and instead of getting the £50,000 he came for, he left the online den with nothing.
I just get so turned off when people say that they're not business people. I just want to scream, so that doesn't wash with me.
I caught up with the entrepreneur straight after his ordeal in the den.
You looked gutted in there.
Shaft seemed mildly irritated, I think would be a way of putting it, at the valuation.
Is that a mistake in hindsight? Have you overvalued the company?
To be honest, to value it less would be, I think it would be quite hard to take in terms of the amount of effort that's gone into it over the period of time.
Sure.
You know, I don't want to come across as being just another crazy inventor who has a product that only he believes in, and I actually don't believe that's the case. So this is just 2 no's out of a lot of yeses.